Hope over here hyping Carter head up, talking about some you the COO. I said that doesn't trump CEO, does it? But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chester for the Bold and Beautiful October 24, 2024. Okay, y'all, so first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. Look, I don't know where to start because Carter over here acting like this his doggone company. Now, I get it, he has great ideas, but I got a question before we dive into it. Y'all remember when Ridge was like, he wanted to focus on designing more, he wanted to step down, and they ended up putting Brooke on the executive team. First of all, why wasn't she there? Why is she never there when they having this discussion? Why is Ridge there instead of her? Ain't that what he got her there for? But I got a question. When she was looking, Steffi was saying how she couldn't do it by herself. You know, she got too much on her plate or whatever. Did they ever ask Carter? I think she mentioned Carter. Somebody mentioned Carter, but they were saying he had too much going on. He was already running, the finances or whatever. Did they ever ask him? I'm trying to remember what they did. Because he's saying that this isn't a spur of the moment thing. He's been thinking about this for months. He's been researching for months, studying for months or whatever. But the way, it's not what he's saying, it's the way he's saying it or whatever. He said, let me see. I wrote it down. I know I did. Let me see. He said he pitched the idea before about them investing in some type of company or something like that, and they shot him down or whatever. Then he was like, first he was talking about Steffi, then he was like Reach too, and he feels like they holding them back. And Hope over here just hyping his head up, and I said, sir, it's called Forrester Creations. But why I just passed by something that says that Steffi could get fired? And I said, what? But okay, where was I? So on today's episode, Hope was encouraging Carter to run with his ideas because he was just explaining to her his thoughts about how they could, advance not Hope for the future, the whole company, Forrester Creations or whatever. I said, look like Ridge and Eric is on his side though. Ridge hasn't fully said anything, but he's implied it. And then Eric was saying how he was gonna talk to Steffi. So I was like, look like they actually do like his ideas, but we'll see. We will see. And that's why I said they're supposed to have meetings for this type of stuff. And they have to actually vote on this type of stuff instead of just, Steffi said no or whatever. But I guess we're gonna finish with Hope and Carter first, and then we're gonna dive into everybody else. Let me see. Hope was telling Carter that he needs to talk to Ridge, and he said he don't want to feel like he going over Steffi's head, and she just encouraged him to do so, and he finally went and talked to them. Let me see. I already said that Carter was saying how he feels like Steffi and Ridge holding them back, and that's how that happened with them. They ended up going over there. But Brooke and Ridge, I said Brooke and Ridge. It wasn't Brooke and Ridge, it was Steffi and Ridge. Steffi and Ridge was talking about Carter. She ended up telling him that Carter wants to bring back the jury line or whatever. And I said, he seemed like he on board to me. But yeah, he was questioning her about why she decided to not go with it or whatever. And I said, see, everybody can see that she's not on board for a reason. And she's too busy worried about why Carter has a sudden change of heart. She gonna find out, watch. They're probably gonna be on tomorrow's episode. But yeah, she was telling Ridge how something's off, something's different. Basically, he hasn't been pushing for Hope for the future like that before. I said he hasn't though. Because at first he was like, I'm a numbers guy. Remember that, y'all? I'm a numbers guy or whatever. But yeah, she was telling Ridge or whatever. Then they just cut to the scene. I don't know if I missed the part or what. They cut to the scene where Zendaya was talking to Will, and he ended up getting a text, and Steph was saying she wanted to see him in the office. And then they just cut to it or whatever, and she was talking to him about Hope for the future, about how it's still not doing well, buyers are pulling out or whatever. And I said, how we get here? I said, I must miss something. But yeah, and that's when Hope and Carter walked in, and he was like, he want to say something. He has an idea, not just for the jury line, but the overall company, about having what did he say, spirits and other stuff. Did he say like perfume? I don't know. He was just saying a bunch of stuff that they could have outside of just fashion. And Ridge look like he intrigued, but then again, Ridge be doing that all the time. Y'all know he either tilt that head or he look like he thinking or something. He do, y'all know the look. Just like Sonny be whispering or whatever. He'll whisper or whatever, or he'll just start yelling. Yeah, if you watch this stuff a long time, you notice stuff like that. But let's see what else. But Steph was still saying, I already said no about the jury line and everything. But again, Ridge seemed like he's interested. Zendaya and Will, he was saying he met somebody. Her name is Electra, and he was talking to Zendaya. I was like, I don't know if would they be cousins? Zendaya and Electra. I don't know, because I was waiting on, I forgot that she didn't tell him a last name. But obviously, that's not a name you hear every day, so you would think he would know this. But then again, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we are fantasizing about her or whatever, so I'm ready to see their scenes together, see how that plays out. I think it's good that we getting fresh faces, but I still think that if you're gonna have other people, the same people on her, then they need new storylines. So maybe this whole Carter idea will actually give them new storylines. Let me see if I cover everything about Stephanie now. Oh, when Zene was in the office, they were saying how they trying to decide if they should just cut the funding for Hope for the Future or just completely cut it completely. Completely cut it completely. And I said, look, again, just cut it. I'm so sick of hearing about this every freaking day. They'll tell the girl she got signed, and next thing you know, oh, we thinking about cutting it. We thinking about cutting it again. I said, all that energy could be like what Carter doing. I just got to say it, like what Carter doing, trying to find ways to advance it. But we all know why Carter doing it, though, because he got a thing for her. They over here holding hands and stuff. She got her arm, her hands up in his hands and stuff. And I said, why they always be like, we're going to keep this a secret, but then they bring it out in public, in the office where everybody can see you. I said, why they always do that? Hopefully I didn't cut out half of the review. But I think the only people we haven't talked about yet is Eric, Ivy, and Electra. But let me make sure. I already talked about Hotel and Carter, talked to Ridge. Let's see. Yeah, Ivy and Electra visited Eric. They was talking about, their idea about revamping the jury line. And he likes the idea. Look, everybody like the idea except Steffi. They going to have to vote. That's what it is. They're going to have a meeting. They're going to have to vote or whatever. But yeah, so he offers to talk to Steffi. Oh, she was the one. I think both of them said it. Didn't Carter say that too? That he didn't want her to feel like he going over her head. Well, I think that Ivy said that, and Eric's like, it's fine or whatever. He think his name's still on the building and the coffee cups, coffee mugs, or whatever he said. I never know what they fully said, y'all. But yeah, and I said, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but so far it look like Eric on board, look like Ridge is on board, Carter, obviously. But hold on, y'all. I had looked up the spoiler for tomorrow's episode. Let me see if it's still up here. It says Carter shakes up the boardroom with a daring vision for Forrester Creations, igniting fierce debates and unexpected alliances among the Forresters and Logans. I'm so sick of that too. Forresters and Logans. That's Logans. Forresters and Logans or whatever. But yeah, that's all they say. That's definitely all they say about that. But with Steffi saying what she said about she thinks more is going on with Carter, what are y'all thoughts about that? I just asked that. But yeah, that's it. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do so, girls, today and be safe.